kids and 1 in 3 adults is obese. And year by year, the numbers are getting even worse. So many lawmakers have tried taxing junk food. New York has even banned selling sugary drinks bigger than 16 ounces. But is the government going too far?
I think making it harder for people to have access to food that has no nutritional value is a plus. And you said the numbers at the beginning. Obesity is a massive problem in this country. We have to figure out ways to disincentivize people to take in sugary foods and make it a little bit harder.
I think we should let grown people make up their minds about their own personal decisions and live their life and live with the consequences, the good and the bad. And by the way, the states that are doing this, a lot of them have lost tax dollars. Yeah, so I'm suspicious about whether it's just a way to make up lost tax dollars by finding something that sounds good and taxing it. Wow. Not fair.
If you think about how much obesity costs, there was a survey done back in 2008 that it was close to $150 billion a year in medical costs as a result of obesity. It's an epidemic proportion, and we're now learning that sugar actually has addictive effects on the brain. So it's not good for you. It's like cigarettes in a way. I mean, there's some arguments it may even contribute to cancer, but we don't know that for sure yet, so we can't totally compare it to cigarettes. But I don't think there's anything wrong with taxing it. We're not saying you can't buy it. We're saying you're going to have to pay a little bit more to hurt yourself, sorry, in this way.
I don't know, I'm kind of torn in the middle on this a little bit. Now, I'm normally not that type of guy, but I'm kind of torn in the middle on this a little bit because I agree with Judge in that if we allow the government to do this, then they could invade every other thing. But then on the other hand, fat people need help. And that's what we got to start doing. See, we keep calling it obesity. It just sounds too cute. You just got to start telling people what it is. You're fat. You're fat, you need some help. See, I got fat on me. I need help. This ain't obesity. If this was just a little obesity, I wouldn't care. But it's fat. Why don't we just call it like it is? Fat people need help. Hey, folks, we got to take a break. When we come back, we got a lot more to talk about. Stay with us. This is fun. I like this.
Coming up next, Steve and the panel are back to voice their opinions
Let's move on to a topic that has a lot of Americans revved up right now.
on the topics that America is talking about.
Why would you put that on your Facebook
Really,
page?
you know what this says to every employer? I'm a stupid person.
Hey.
I can't believe you guys hired me.
And later, how to score a touchdown at the Big Game Bash
Daggum, that's pretty close to cussing right there.
with delicious and easy must-have recipes.
Is that daggum good? What with the cuss? Panel of pros, Soledad O'Brien, Judge Alex, and Dr. Laura Berman. Okay, let's move on to a topic that has a lot of Americans revved up right now. Washington's unwillingness to compromise. So why is compromise?
Seen this weekend. But it's weird because when you look at polls, actually, polls show that Americans want their politicians to compromise. And yet, when it comes to actually sitting down and getting something done, and I think 24-hour cable has played a role in this, if you compromise with someone who's your, opposite you and politically, it is seen as some kind of weakness.
I agree with Soledad on this. I think there used to be a time when gridlock in Washington actually wasn't a bad thing. Because if one party was in power, they passed everything, including all their projects and everything. And when you had gridlock, the only thing that got passed were the important things that both sides could agree on. Now, both sides can't agree on anything. And I think that comes from the fact that if you spend all your time during the election cycle demonizing the other side and talking about how evil they are, it's difficult later on to come back and compromise. And frankly, sometimes I think that the best thing we could do is actually remove everybody from Washington and start from scratch. Because frankly, I don't know that we can do worse than we're doing now.
It's an ego game, and people have trouble compromising in all sorts of relationships, and especially in Washington. And I think it's true that these politicians are not talking to each other. They're talking past each other to what they think their constituents want to hear.
And see, the part that makes me sick about this is you got one party saying, this is our country. Then you got this other party going saying, this is what we should do, this is what we should have. And then this party going, this is our country. Like, wait a minute, man. No, it's everybody's country. This is a country. This ain't a country club. You don't have membership to this. When you're born here, you're an American. You have inalienable rights in the Constitution. All right, listen, I got one more topic for you right here. want to hit. A growing number of companies are using your social media footprint to decide whether you're a good hire or not. Here's the question. Should you be hired or fired based on what's on your Facebook page or any of your social media?
Yes. 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 You're crazy. Okay. Listen, I'm telling you.
Pitchforks and the
I'm telling you.
torches.
When I look at someone's Facebook page or follow them on Twitter, right, you're seeing two things. Number one, I want to know about that person, right? So I'm getting some insight. And number two, I want to see not only what did they post, half-dressed pictures of themselves drinking on their Facebook page, but also what kind of person posts that for all to see.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. I don't want a babysitter. I don't want.
Yeah, absolutely.
I check the Facebook, or whatever it is, networking sites. I check of every babysitter I'm thinking about hiring, and I have passed over many. And look, people make mistakes. They don't have to be perfect, but I want someone with really good judgment taking care of my kids. And some of the things that I see them post, does not show good judgment.
Here's the thing, that if you're talking about an employer Googling you or looking to see if you have a Facebook page, I'm okay with that. Anything you put in the public realm, you have to trust that somebody's going to want to check it out if they're going to put some faith in you. Now, if we're talking about employers who say, if you're going to work for us, you have to give us your Facebook password so that we can go read your personal messages,
No.
I'm totally opposed to that. Or if you have an employer who says, after I've hired you, I'm going to want to pry in this way or that way, you got to decide if you want to work there. Because as I said, unless it's illegal, they can do that. But the password thing, that's been made illegal in Illinois, in California, in Maryland, in Michigan, in Delaware, and New Jersey. 6 states have said, you as an employer cannot ask that.
I think that after a certain age, once you leave high school, you got to start thinking about your future.
Yeah.
You cannot be out in the job market with stupid things posted on your Facebook. Like this lady who got fired from this huge company because she posted when she went on vacation to Jamaica, she was in a hot tub smoking a joint. It was on her Facebook page. The company fired her. She trying to sue the company. Hold up, lady. When we hired you, we didn't know that you went to other countries, purchased illegal drugs, and smoked weed in a hot tub.
Maybe she smoked too much when she posted it.
This would be good. We'll send this out.
Yeah. But it's not just the smoking. To me, it's the judgment. Yeah, right. Issue A is doing that. Issue B is, why would you put that on your Facebook
Really,
page?
you know what this says to every employer? This says to every employer, I'm a stupid person.
Right. I don't have good...
I have poor judgment. I can't believe you guys hired me. I want to say thank you to the entire panel. I love it. Solidarity, Brian. I love you, girl, Judge Alex, and my girl, Dr. Laura Burnett. We'll be right back. It's one of my favorite things.
Coming up next, super delicious snacks for the big game.
You just fry everything up.
Everything's good fried, right? To help you kick off the best party in town.
And man, that's it right there.
And later, from big personalities to big hair to big drama,
What makes this show Jerseylicious so unique?
Steve gets the inside scoop from the cast of Jerseylicious.
Watching us, I feel like it's kind of like watching, animals at the zoo.
I've never heard a person describe themselves that way.
We're gonna take a little bit of black powder. Black pepper. Yeah, that does take it out.
Yeah, we don't need black powder in our food.
Powder and some cayenne. Now you just sprinkle that around. Now the secret is, out of the soy sauce, you want to sprinkle that right over the top of those wings.
Oh, like dusting them.
Yes,
After
dusting
they
them
come
up.
out of the fryer.
Right after they come out of the fryer. Now that makes those really good. The nice thing about the chicken wings is they're inexpensive. $2 a pound, and you can feed an entire party.
Eat one?
Well, that's what we brought you up here.
Okay, well,
I'm on a diet. I ain't supposed to eat them.
Okay, now you can eat
chicken.
Now the secret there is soy sauce, a little bit of that on there. Is that dadgum good?
That's daggum good.
Walk with the cuss.
That's what it's all about, Steve. Okay, now, We're going to go from frying the wings. Okay. You ever had a low country seafood boil?
No.
Okay.
I have.
You have.
Where you from, Gretchen?
Chicago.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about that.
All right. Now, here's what we call at the McLemore house a grab and growl.
Oh, I like that.
We've got potatoes, corn, sausage, shrimp.
Hey, Gretchen, that's how you got to do it. You got to dump it on the table with newspaper on it.
Gotta
Get
dump-
some newspaper.
And the reason we do that is because when you're done, it's easy cleanup.
The season's in the bag. I never saw that.
Now, yeah, that's just basically getting you all the seasons in your water. And you can also add whatever your favorite seasoning is to your water, but that makes that an easy recipe, okay? Now, so no meal can be complete, Steve, without dessert, right?
Yeah.
You take canned biscuits, you cut them into quarters, and you deep fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes.
Well, you just fry everything, huh?
Everything.
Now, Grace, I'm going to give you a bag.
Okay.
Okay, Steve, can I give you a bag? All right, I'm going to take these donuts out. Look how cute they are, okay? I'm going to throw you one in there, throw you one more in there.
Okay.
And Miss Gretchen, I'm going to grab 2 at one time. Now, fold that bag up and shake it up for me real fast. Inside that bag, you got sugar and cinnamon. Little music.
And we gotta get harmony.
Okay, now, you share those with your family and friends. When everybody's watching the Super Bowl, we made it easy, fun, and you take a canned biscuit.
Excuse me.
Oh, they're super good. Those are good.
I'm fitting to cuss. This don't make no sense right here, man. You like them? Gretchen, what you think?
I think they're awesome.
Awesome.
I need a deep fryer.
Yeah, and we've done all these recipes inside the home.
And man, that's it like that. I enjoyed that, man. That's good. Hey, folks, this is good stuff. It's all in John's cookbook. That's good. And he's sending everybody in the audience home with a copy of it today. Thank you very much, man. Great job. Gretchen, thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, sweetheart. That's real good. That's good.
Coming up, the stars of Jerseylicious give Steve a lesson,
My hands are like the Louvre. There's like little pieces of art on every single finger.
Jersey style.
You would rather have the nails than a job?